All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, back without a tie for my post-market wrap-up on this Monday, May 20th, 2019. Let's talk. Let's start off with the basics. This thing that we call a market today, out of control. Let's talk about that. We start the day off with regard to the Dow Jones Industrial Average down about 203 points. Oh no, that can't happen. Stocks recover almost all of those losses. Then up, no, got to go back down triple digits. Oh, no, that won't work either. Back up, almost to the flat line again, and yes, back down again. Dow finished down about 85, 86 points, something like that. And for those of us that are paying attention, we got a 6-month, which is now yielding exactly the same as the 10-year. But this is great. It's supposed to be this way. Don't you know that? It's as good as it gets. It's the truth. Anyway, as good as it gets. Let's elaborate further. So I explained to you earlier, pretty much every broad economic indicator you want to look at, besides the ones they're telling you to look at, are pointing towards not just a slowdown here in the United States, but a contraction of the economy. But you're not supposed to know that. You're supposed to focus on the low unemployment numbers, the U3, which is completely fake. You're not even supposed to know there is such a thing as the U6, which is more than twice that, and is the actual number. No. You can't know that. Let's talk a little bit more about this market, this thing that we call a market. For well over a year, this market has been pricing in a deal, a mutually beneficial deal with China. We've heard about how great it is, how fantastic and fabulous, and the great relationship between our president and the Chinese ruler. I'm not going to say his name because I always get it wrong and I get corrected. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say here is this market has put on a few thousand points pricing in a deal. Now, if you were to go to, and please do this, go to any of the Chinese American websites that are translated into American, you will see the Chinese are hunkered down here, and they are broadcasting to their people to boycott American products. They are doing a lot, are putting a lot of effort into getting their people ready for a long, protracted trade war. But here in the United States, this is great, as good as it gets, because the market says so, being propped up where it is. So if the market says everything is great, you ignore everything, except for the U3 number, which is so good. And all the other nonsense, our economy is as strong as it's ever been. It's such a lie. It's such an epic lie. And it gets under my skin. But again, I'm not blaming any one person for this lie. All the politicians lie, and they have got to. It maintains the illusion that things are what they are, because some people are going to believe it. No matter what you show them, again, some people can stare into the sun on a bright summer day and not see the light. That's just the way it is. They exist in an environment of total darkness. It's true. Sick, but true. So anyway, like I was saying, I got sidetracked. This market has no business being where it is. The several thousand points that this market has put on since it priced in a deal with China should peel off. But it's not being allowed to do that because of the jawboning, the propaganda, and the lies. And this whole thing is just so sick. It really is. Anyway, so the market is definitely trying to establish a fair value, which is its only job. But it's going to be difficult. It's very difficult with the Fed supporting everything, with Mnuchin 6 banks buying everything. Again, the Federal Reserve has their own trading desk. They have a trading desk. The New York Fed, you don't believe me? Google it, look it up, go to their own website. Don't take my word for anything I'm saying. So we got that going on. We got the lies, the propaganda, the dog shit. Seriously. So this yield, the yield curve, mostly inverted. Where's cash going to go? It's going to create a greater an environment of greater distortions. It's the truth. And the price of crude oil will be kept high by any means necessary. Threats of war, threats of conflict, the movement of warships, the movement of bombers creates anxiety. Crude oil stays higher. You know how it works. Cash does not seek safety anymore. It seeks yield. So it's going deliberately into the stock market, hyperinflating a bubble, which is going to end very badly. It's the truth. But until that time, we just ride the wave. And you know what to do. No doubt about it. All right, look. So with that said, I guess the entire premise of this video here is this market is, other than what we just talked about, I can't imagine why this market would not be 3, 4, 5,000 points lower on no deal. It's the truth. Could you imagine? Imagine this for yourself. Imagine you're watching a movie where on planet XYZ, all right, and they're two of the largest economies run by this dude and this dude, and they just, no matter what they're doing, no matter how tremendous it is, no matter how fantastic it is, and no matter what else, they just can't seem to come together because of irresponsibility, poor judgment, and whatever else it might be. They just can't do it. And the markets price in a deal that these two economies are going to work it out, but they don't. Meanwhile, one of the economies, markets just keep going higher, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what's thrown at it. And they keep that war card right over here, just in case. If everything else fails, we will have bombs being dropped on people. We will have to slaughter 1,000, 2, 3, 10,000, I don't know, maybe more than that. Whatever it's got to have to do to prop up the stock market, that will happen as well. It's part of the propaganda. And it'll have to be justified, because there's another country on the other side of the earth over here that threatens everyone. A little tiny thing. And they're threatening everyone, but, their threats are getting to be so much that we're going to have to just go over there and bomb the living crap out of them and kill a whole bunch of innocent people. Yeah. Because that'll push up the stock market. And that'll also, in this twisted reality, cause the current leader of the largest economy to become reelected at the expense of many, many thousands of lives. It's the truth. But this is just a movie. It's not real. With that said, I love all of you. I'll see you tomorrow.